Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, guys. Welcome to Chris's Talking, and this is my weekly anime review for Dragon Ball Super, and this is for episode 58. All right, now this episode is like literally continues on from what happened in last week's episode, from episode 57, when we're finding out that Black and Zamasu had a connection, and this is all really going into like what their connection is. Now, this is from where Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks got their asses handed to them like this, all up in their face. They got dealt with. They got dealt with so badly. It was kind of crazy. And one thing which was in the back of my mind, but I didn't really think about, but they mentioned and brought it up in this episode, was the whole senzu bean thing. And I was like, oh yeah, why didn't you use a senzu bean? If you had a senzu bean, you could have just given that to Vegeta and he could have literally just popped that like some fucking little pill or something. So yeah, I like that they brought that up and they brought up that plot hole. So you know what, Dragon Ball Super has been very lit recently. I'm really enjoying how they know what they are. Like Goku is really stupid, but I love that they show that he can shine in his own special way. Goku shined and pulled through and managed to actually use some of the clues to figure out that. Sorry, that was like an inward burp. You know when it's not outside, it's just and you're like, ugh. Sorry. So Goku pulled through, managed to use all the clues to find out first, before everyone else, before the genius Bulma. This is weird. That Zamasu had actually somehow used the Dragon Balls to make some form of wish to allow him to be immortal. Now, these Dragon Balls, the normal Dragon Balls don't allow you to be immortal, so he's definitely got Super Dragon Balls. And at the beginning of the episode, we find out that Zamasu has actually went to, not Zeno or Zeno or something else. Like I don't know what the name is, but it's this Guardian. I don't know what the guy's. I forgot what the guy's name was. I do apologize. Don't kill me, but do leave the name down in the comment box down below, just so then like I can see and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's his name. Because I like it when you guys help me. Thank you guys who are helping me in my other videos by telling me names and helping me out. That's really thankful. I love the fact that we're interacting more and more in my videos. Thanks. But yeah, so just let me know what the guy's name is, so then it can help me in the future. So yeah, so Zamasu went to go speak to him and basically kind of interrogated the fuck out of him and was literally like, yo, where are the Super Dragon Balls? What do they do? And this guy was trolling. I don't think he was meant to be trolling it on purpose, but I think he was trying to be like a Riddler kind of thing. Like his answers were mainly riddles, and you can see Zamasu was not having any of it. He was like, "Oh my god, hurry up, tell me what they do." So yeah, and as well as asking about the Super Dragon Ball, he also asked this Guardian guy about Son Goku. Now this is really like interesting. It's like kind of like, why does he want to know about Son Goku? Like what is it about Son Goku that stands out to him so much that he needs to know about him, and how does that actually lead to the creation of Black? Now this episode has been really heavy about the background and the creation of Black, and I'm really happy that we're getting to this. I like the pace that we're going at as well. It's not like we're having the old pace like in the old Dragon Balls Z series. Not that I didn't like it, but I think I enjoy Dragon Ball Z because more of a nostalgia and for what it was for my age back then. But it is really good. It's just more of I prefer the Dragon Ball Kai when they kind of chuck out the bits we don't need as well as the fillers. So yeah, so like I'm really enjoying how Dragon Ball Super is going. Their storyline, the animation, the plot, the fight scenes, everything with it is going super cool right now, and I'm really enjoying myself with it. So we have Zamasu, who's basically figuring out something about the Dragon Balls or the Super Dragon Balls and like how to figure out a way to maybe be immortal. Now we know that it's not really, not maybe, to be immortal. The Zamasu in the future is immortal, so whatever he wished allows him to be immortal. Now, Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, they have their senzu beans and they all have a sit down and they actually get summoned by Wiz and Beerus, which is kind of interesting, as well as Supreme Kai, where I was like, whoa, like what's going on there? So they're having like a sit around a table. Goku's all just probably like just chilling, like, oh, what do you want? And I was like, dude, this is Beerus and Wiz, and like these are the guys, these are gods right in front of you. How are you just going to be talking so calmly? And Bulma brings that up so easily, and I love how Goku just doesn't give a fuck. He's just so oblivious to how important and how high up in the hierarchy that these guys are. So yeah, so they have that whole conversation about what's going on, and they actually mentioned to Goku, yeah, this is what Zamasu is up to, and that's where the whole conversation leads to what's going on with Zamasu, this and that and that. Later on during the episode, they actually end up deciding, you know what? well, not later in the episode, at that point in the meeting, they end up realizing for this to happen, they need to, Zamasu would need to have the time ring, because there's no way that he could have waited years to be able to make another wish, because apparently once the Super Dragon Balls are used, they can't be used for another year because they become like kind of, the battery's dead or whatever, I don't know. So the stars kind of go dull and you can't use them for a year. So it's like, I forgot who it was, but somebody mentioned, oh, so Zamasu must be really patient. And then Beerus kind of says in like a really, like kind of cold way, he's not patient. And that's when it kind of leads up to the fact of, all right, for Zamasu to be able to do that, then he would need something to allow him to control time, because he's not a patient guy. And then they end up concluding that Zamasu used the time rings that Goku Black has to be able to go to the future, like skip a year and make the new wish. And the wish that they all concluded that happened was so that Zamasu may have wished that he has a servant who is in the body of Goku, and the second wish was that he could be immortal. With those two wishes, he could then carry out his justice being in heavy quotes, because Zamasu is some fucking crazy guy, and that's kind of like what they kind of concluded. They then go to Universe 10, where like Goku, he's just there, just kind of like sitting there with his tea. This guy is so oblivious to everything. Like personally, I think part of the fault was Goku's fault. I mean, if somebody keeps on asking you the same old question over and over, and I'm holding my heart, over and over and over and over and over again about the same thing about justice and saying some weird shit, and if your policy is, if the tea spins around and goes dark, then you have a bitter heart. Yo, how many times did we see that tea turn around and go dark, and with the bitter heart and Zamasu's face and everything? And the amount of times that Zamasu actually tried to kill people and mentioned killing and being the like the kind of death god instead of the Kaioshin like he's supposed to be, even though he's an apprentice. So yeah, something's definitely up with Zamasu, and Goku just doesn't want to believe it. That's my own personal opinion, thus making Goku at fault to some of it, because he should be that smart, especially if he's a god, to realize his surroundings and what is actually going on, considering he's the one who's supposed to be teaching Zamasu about the rules, God, justice, and all this other good stuff. So yeah, the Supreme Kai actually mentions to Beerus and Goku, yo, Zamasu hasn't done anything wrong yet, and that's the Zamasu of the present, so don't touch him, be careful, and be careful what you say. Goku slips up because he's Goku, he's a fucking idiot. So yeah, this was a really, really, really good episode. I like how they're kind of trying to tread around the mistakes and the issues that Goku did, which could lead up to Goku Black, even though Goku Black was the one who first faced Goku. So it's like some crazy time paradox. I'm having a great time with time paradox. Wow. Talking about time paradox and all that time stuff. ReZero. I will be doing a ReZero catch up thing, because ReZero is so lit right now. It's my favorite show right now. It is one of my reasons for Mondays. I know Mob Psycho is lit, but ReZero has to be spoken about. I just haven't done a review because I don't know where I was. I think I was just under a rock for a while, just doing other things. And then I caught up the other day to ReZero, and I'm like, ugh. Anyways, away from ReZero, Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super was amazing. I loved this episode. This episode had a lot of world building, because we got to see even more characters we've never seen in the Z universe. A lot of we got some more time traveling. We got to see the Kaioshin. We got to see Beerus. We got to see Wiz. We got to see a bit of Zamasu and Goku and what's going on. We got to see Vegeta's fine because of the Senzu beans, and that Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks are down to go at them again. And yeah, so this is another one where it's another mystery. There's still the mystery of, why does Goku Black have Zamasu's key? That's what Wiz and Beerus are talking about, and that's the real mystery, because they've kind of figured out the whole wishes and everything and what's going on, but they're trying to figure out now, how does that all connect together? What do you guys think? What are your theories, thoughts, and opinions? Leave all of that in the comment box down below, because I'd love to hear. No one hears things, but I guess when you're reading comments, you do have voices in your head, not in a crazy way. But yeah, do that, because I love to do all that kind of stuff. Do subscribe, guys, because you guys are amazing. I love it when you guys give me tips, hints, and all that kind of stuff to help my channel get better, because this is the kind of stuff I want to do. I want to be more interactive with you guys, and yeah, because I love you guys. Anyways, have a great day. Don't forget to leave comments, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Chris is talking. This is Dragon Ball Super episode 58 review. Peace.